Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our fantastic program leading up to the charity boat race, which is going to be on the 13th of August. So I would like to see everyone there. It's a family, a fun day, packed with so many activities, and obviously one of the main activities will be the boat race. We'll have upajelas, we'll have many different corporations, many organizations, and of which BBCA, who are with me today, will be supporting in a fantastic way, massively. And I've got a brilliant panel of BBCA guests today. Now, who are BBCA? BBCA are British Bangladeshi Catering Association. Now, you might think that what is a catering association doing, or how are they associated with a great charity boat event? Now, because this is a charity boat race, and one of the boat associated with TV1 UK, which will be rowing on that day. And the reason for the TV1 boat will be specifically for our Quran class, which goes on whole year. We fund so many orphans, children, huffaz, and so on and so on. Now, without further ado, I'll go to my panel, and on my right, immediate right, who is the Deputy Secretary, the Sports Secretary of BBCA, Abdul Mumin Bhai. Abdul Mumin Bhai, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you, all right?
I'm okay, fine.
Alhamdulillah. Now, how are you associated, or how did you find out about this boat race, first of all?
Well, thank you very much for, first of all, inviting us here, TV1. And actually, I involved in the sport. All my life, I play sports. I love sports, so that's why I choose my sports secretary. And I found TV1. They had a race last year, so we asked our president secretary to get joined next year, coming year, to join in. So that's why we contact you guys to take us aboard and have a joint partnership with the boat race.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So you are the current sports secretary. Now,
Yes.
in BBCA, what kind of sports activities do you do?
Yeah, we do cricket, football,
Right.
badminton.
Have you got an annual thing that goes on there?
Yes, I'm actually planning to do badminton tournament and football tournament within a few months.
Right.
Few months, so we're gonna coming ahead. So we are starting with boat race. Let's see how it goes. It's big
Fantastic.
challenge on.
Absolutely. Can I just ask, is it because most of the curry industry members or BBCA members, they eat a lot of curry and they need sports
They
activities
need sports
involved?
secretary, yeah, they take.
Definitely fantastic. I'll also welcome Motin Mia. Motin Mia, Chief Treasurer, BBCA, also in catering, obviously, and properties as well. Now, how are you feeling about this coming event?
We're all excited, really.
Right.
And again, we attach ourselves to lots of charity events.
Yes.
And thank you for getting in touch with us. And we've humbly accepted. One of the biggest things we as BBCA have done in terms of sports in the last couple of years is we were one of the primary sponsors for a cycling event that took place in association with the Freedom 50.
Fantastic.
To raise awareness about global warming.
Right.
And everything that surrounded around that. And it was a bike ride that was just under 450 kilometers from Oldham to London.
Wow.
And we had lots of participants. I myself did the whole journey.
Wow.
And recently we did another cycling event. And again, to highlight how our members are so motivated to do good things, get involved with charity.
Absolutely.
And
it plays a big health factor. I mean, you were just mentioning something about, I'm not going to lose that weight, and I said you will. Now, if you participate in activities, and cycling is one of the best sports. They tell you about 4,000 or 5,000 steps a day decreases chances of heart disease and stroke and so forth. Now, cycling, I say that will cover that. those steps.
Cycling does, but cycling also allows you to take things easy unless you want to push yourself.
Yeah.
And running is also a great sport. So I mean, this is a show surrounded around sports, and I think we need to emphasize the importance of sport,
Yep,
healthy eating.
definitely.
We as a community suffer from diabetes and all lots
Absolutely.
of health-related issues
Absolutely.
just because we don't participate in sports.
Absolutely.
So
yes, yes.
this is a great day, this coming Sunday,
Yep.
the boat race.
Yep.
Also, another great thing that our association is associated with charity,
Yep.
family,
Yep.
all inclusiveness.
Right.
So come on the day,
Yep.
enjoy the event, and help us to raise as much money as we
Definitely,
can.
definitely. Now, because you mentioned that, I mean, before I go to my other guests, let's have a look at some highlights of last year with the boat race.
Why are you nervous? You don't look nervous.
Because it's water!
I can feel at home now where my ancestors are from.
I'm quite pleased it's not quite as hot as last weekend. Ideal weather for rowing, I think.
Also the Gamsa and the green. You know, they've got Bangladesh all over them, isn't it?
My sister just informed me, Boroy Assad.
Who are the winners again? Bangladesh!
Well, there you have it. It was a fantastic day that day. I was there from morning till evening. Even though I was tired at about 4 o'clock, but I thought, no, we got to finish this. And there were a few more activities going on. So, you know, the excitement was just, you know, holding me on. And, you know, the amount of people, and it's not just Bengalis. We saw Muslims all over the place and even non-Muslims. So, like I said, guys, family filled, packed, a fun day that day. So what better than you know, having all these activities in place, and you bring in your families. And you know, there were so many Bangladeshi dishes, items, achars, and you know, whatnot. So things that you don't normally see unless you're in Bangladesh, but you know, you can see that on that day. Now going to Abdus Salam Bhai, who was the former sports secretary. Welcome to the show. First of all,
very much. Assalamu alaikum.
fantastic. How are you feeling about this, and how did you find out about this?
Actually, আমি সত্যি কথা বলতে কি বিবিসিএ যেটা ব্রিটিশ বাংলাদেশ ক্যাটার অ্যাসোসিয়েশন যেটা এটার সাথে ইনভলভ হয়েছি 2015 থেকে
আচ্ছা।
এবং আই ওয়াজ এ ফার্স্ট স্পোর্টস সেক্রেটারি অ্যান্ড উই ডিড সো মাচ ওয়ার্ক আমরা কিন্তু কোনো না কোনোভাবে হয়তো আমরা অ্যাক্টিভিটিস আমরা অর্গানাইজেশন দিয়ে করছি না বাট উই রাইজ মানি ফর চ্যারিটি
Right.
we did first 2015 we did one cricket bat in auction. It was highest paid of auction Bangladesh Cricket Board. I get it from Bangladesh Cricket Board and auction it £3,500 we make money rise. Especially is Motin Bhai is here.
Yep.
This gentleman he buy this bat. So we did for charity and we like to do some activities already. Our current sports secretary already tell about things to do. So not only this, we do sports like Motin Bhai said, cycle, cricket. We support local activities actually,
Fantastic.
local like sports activities.
That's right. I mean, local, local charity starts at home, right?
That's
so
right,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So this is actually, I'm really excited to see our all caterers doing some activities in coming Sunday.
Yes,
So
definitely.
এটা দেখবো আশা করি খুব ভালো হইব অলরেডি টিম অলরেডি আমরা মুমিন ভাই বানাইছেন মতিন ভাই আছেন সব আছে
20-25 people I hear.
Yeah, so it will be a big, actually fun day. Actually, not only for is charity, is
Yes,
good
yes,
cause.
yes.
We are doing, everybody we do, like from home, from work, and but end of the day দেখা হয় একলা অন্য লোকে দেখা হয়
Yes,
আর
yes.
এটা আসলে ইংল্যান্ডও হয়তো লাস্ট কাপল অফ ইয়ার্স আমি জানি না বাক্কা হয়ে গেছে বহুত বছর ধরে চলে বাট এর আগে কিন্তু আপনি দেখা বাংলাদেশে কিন্তু বিলিজ হইতো এটা নৌকাবাই হইতো
Oh, so it derived from there,
That's
isn't it?
right,
আমরা
yeah.
সত্য লইয়াছি বাংলাদেশ থেকে।
নৌকাবাজ এখনো হয় আমি দেখছি ছোটবেলা যেহেতু আমি মৌলভীবাজার আপনিও তো জানেন মৌলভীবাজার
জি, জি।
মনুনদী আছিল এটা ছোটবেলা নৌকাবাজি তো এই কত স্পিডের মধ্যে
জি, জি।
নৌকাবাজ তখন আমরা খুব দেখতাম তা আমরা হয়তো বাংলাদেশের অ্যাটমসফিয়ারটা এনে আমরা পাই না কিন্তু আমরা কিন্তু অ্যাটমসফিয়ারটা ক্রিয়েট করলাম আমরা
জয় জয় জয়।
আপনি যদি
That
আমরা
motive.
সাথে ক্রিয়েট করেন সো যারাই অর্গানাইজ করছেন আই হ্যাভ টু সে থ্যাংক ইউ অ্যান্ড অলসো আমরা যে উদ্দেশ্য লিয়েছি আমরা যে পার্টিসিপেট করলাম আশা করি আমরা সবে সাপোর্ট করবা
Inshallah, আপনারা দেখবানে, on the day আপনারা দেখবানে, the organizers are fantastic people, and most of them have got social activity background, like social workers, community workers, and you know it's fantastic that these people got together, because people can say, you know, there are two types of people in this world, right? I always say this, and you know, somebody who's selfish, who thinks about himself, and those who are selfless. Now these people are they're always thinking about the community, they're always thinking about how to, you know, prevent so many mishaps, and how to get people out of streets and stuff like that. You know, a lot of our children are unfortunately, you know, they've strayed basically. So erare tara, how to get them on the right path. So they work immensely hard. And you know, I take my hats off to them. And this is a charity event, just for the viewers, and we'll come back to the viewers, and with regards to how you can help the Quran class that TV1 you know, shelters every single year in, year out, and they do a fantastic work here. Now, what better can there be to propagate the Quran? You know, one of the main messages that Rasulullah said was, whatever you learn, even if it's just a word, right, propagate it. Now, the Quran is Allah's word, and if you will help with the 365 pounds, that's for the whole year for one child. It could be 6 months, 180 pounds, or 3 months, 90 pounds, or just 1 month even. And any little helps. You know that consistent charity, which is you know, every day or every week, but you carry on doing it, that is more rewarding, inshallah. So we'll come back to that. I would like to go to my last guest on the panel right now, last but not least, Abdur Rahman Bhai, and who is the Deputy Secretary of BBCA. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you today, and how are you feeling about this coming event?
I personally think it's a great opportunity to get us all together, and we all should work together, and it's a unity, stick together, support one another, and it's a really worthy cause, which will really support every background of any Islamic organization or charity, and especially with the Quranic lessons. I think it's a very good idea, not just for BBCA, as well as for the TV1 and the others. It's a great opportunity to get everyone together, and everyone being there, it's going to be such a wonderful feeling. So I personally think I will encourage everyone to come forward and come this coming Sunday and celebrate this special occasion. It's a wonderful occasion. Please come along.
Thank you. How have you propagated this to friends and families?
Well, so far I've sent out some text messages, WhatsApp messages. So hopefully, inshallah, please everyone come forward, make a call and make a donation. It will be such a wonderful, worthy cause. Please come and support this cause.
Thank you very much, Abdur Rahman Bhai. To the viewers, so we are waiting your phone calls, messages, texts. There is a Just Giving page over there as well on the screen. You can have a look. So do make phone calls. Mumin Bhai, you've been with the BBCA for a long time now.
Yes.
Now, with regards to obviously we're talking about the boat race. With regards to any other sports activities, which ones were very exciting with you, and you know, that you looked forward to doing in the past?
I'm 56 years old.
Mashallah, you don't look it.
I got 4 grandchildren.
Wow.
And matter of fact, with my own blood, I got more than 20 grandchildren with my own, like nephew, niece,
Subhanallah.
my sisters, my brothers, our own family.
Dada bhai bollo hoy.
Yeah, inshallah. And thing is, that's what keep me young. Sports
Definitely.
behind.
Definitely.
I still play regular football, badminton.
Right.
This is two most favorite sports I love.
You know, recently we see, you know, 40, 50 years old, and you're 56. I'll go to there in a bit. But, you know, recently we see a lot of people are active. They, you know, activate themselves in terms of, you know, walking and hiking and so forth. But before it wasn't the case, you know. After the age of 35, 40, most of us had pot bellies, and, you know, we were struck with diabetes, or, you know, some kind of heart disease, or some kind of internal problems. Would you say that this sports plays a big part as well as
Yes.
diet, obviously?
I can give you example. Where I live in Hounslow, Hounslow Borough. We're gathering. I start a badminton club
Right.
about 10, 15 years ago. We started with about 10, 12 people. Now, mashallah, about 40, 45 people play regularly. They mostly they are my friends. They were all a taxi driver, cab driver. They know they're sitting down job they do. They come and play at night time. We play regular every Monday, and Saturday we play with our sons, children all together. We get together and we do our sports regularly.
Football?
Football,
cricket?
yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, football. We play football Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually mostly football lover than cricket. So
Most
I
of us
grew up
are.
with football actually. And
Most of us are.
so one thing I like to add about the Quran classes, I'm not very ashamed to tell you that last 2 months I started my own online Quran. I'm learning.
course, Tajweed.
I'm learning. Yeah, Tajweed. I'm learning through the Quran. So I encourage everyone to learn Quran and help Quran and support Quran.
Yes, yes.
If we keep Quran,
One thing I'll say, you know, when we, even when I used to go to the, what they used to call the Mukhtar, when I was a small child, and we used to learn Alif Zabur A, Ba Zabur Ba, all these things, right? Now this is the Bengali version of Fatha, Qasra and Dhamma. And now that you're doing the Quran classes, you can see the slight difference between the teaching
Yes.
in the past and how we're doing it Arabic style. We mostly follow something called the Uthmani text, which in the time of Uthman radiallahu anh,
Yeah.
you know, most of the prior texts were burnt, if you know, because so many, the Quran, they used to write in their own dialects. So Arab was a nation which had many different areas with different dialects. So they started writing the Quran in different dialects. And for that reason, you know, Uthman radiallahu anh, who was the Khalifa at that time, he thought, well, if this goes out in these kind of dialects, you know, the message may be mixed. You know, because in Bengali, Garon Nam Gordona and so forth, you know, the different languages. So what they did was they all got together and they burned the whole previous text, all the Qurans, and they got something called the Uthmani text, which now we have. And if you learned, and this is what we're teaching our children, and this is the correct way of the, you know, the makhraj and the basically
That's
tajweed,
right.
what you learn, you know, all the qalqalas and all those kind of stuff. And funny enough, you know, when I was about 30 years old, and I'm not going to say how long ago that was, but I myself went, and I had a friend of mine who became a sheikh. Actually, he was a very well-known sheikh in Camden, and you know, he taught us free, all his friends. So this guy was a friend of ours. He's slightly younger than me, but you know, he said, you know what, we're gonna learn the Arabic, the Uthmani text, and also Graded Steps to Arabic, which is a book that you can learn Arabic as well. It was fantastic. You know, I learned it, and I actually taught 2 of my sons. That was one of his conditions. I'm not going to take any money from you, but one condition was to make dua for me and teach to others. And I forgot the 3rd condition, but this is one of these conditions. So, you know, fantastic. There's nothing better than, because this is fulfilling a purpose of life. Motin Bhai.
Yes.
Right. So how do you get involved in sports every week? I think you mentioned a few things before, but what about your family and friends? How do you advise them?
So and the whole aspect of sport and how we've immersed ourselves in sport, especially during the pandemic, has been a psychological change, because we find ourselves sitting on our sofas, eating and drinking,
That's right.
and not doing a great deal. You can only do that for so long, and then you subconsciously acknowledge there's something shifting in your body. And if you don't do any exercise, if you're not outside smelling the fresh air, touching the green grass, your mental state changes as well.
Definitely.
So the pandemic has had a real positive impact on exercise and how we view exercise now. So since that period, there's been lots of groups. I set up a group myself because of others recommended Like you do lots of marathons when you try and motivate us. There's a very large group in Luton called Revolution.
Okay.
It started off with a couple of 20, 30 people. Now it's got thousands. The founder of Revolution, Dr. Walid Manan, I think he won the regional BBC Sports Personality of the Year because of the shift in the impact that he's trying to have in our community. So people like that, I myself.
I think we have a phone call. Sorry, Motin bhai, let me just stop you there. Do we have a phone call? Okay, Assalamu alaikum caller. What's your name and where you're calling from? Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Khema tira apne. Khoi telephone person khema tira, please.
Ubaid.
Yes, I can't hear you. Say that
My
again.
nephew, Ubaid.
Ubaid.
Ubaid, how are you,
Mama.
Ubaid?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, fantastic. Young chap, I can hear from your
He
voice.
loves sports.
Is my mama there?
Your mama, who is your mama?
Abdul Mumin.
Abdul Mumin bhai is here. Yes. What's your message to Abdul Mumin bhai?
How are you, Ubaid?
That I'm really proud of you that you're raising money, and inshallah my mum will donate to the charity that you're doing to.
Okay.
Can I just ask how much your mom is going to donate?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Please call the donation hotline and make your donation and give your message to Mumin bhai. What would you like to say?
Ubaid is my partner, right? He's about 7. Ubaid, how old are you, Ubaid?
9.
He's 9 years old. He played good badminton. He played football, all sport. He like all his sports. He's very sportsman.
Look like yes, like mama.
Yeah. Ubaid, tell the others, tell all your cousins and to call, okay? Tell everyone, okay? And
Well
thank
done,
you,
and
thank you
thank
very
you,
much for
Ubaid.
call. You are the first caller, Mama. I'm proud of you as well.
Ubaid, thank you very much for your call and keep yourself active, keep yourself at sports. Yeah, try to do 10 press-ups every day.
Come
all
on
right?
Sunday. Come on Sunday with your moms and dads, yeah?
And come on Sunday.
Boat race, yeah, boat racing is very good fun day out.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy. It's near your house anyway.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Walaikum salam. We'll see you, Ubaid, on the day. Thank you.
Walaikum salam.
Thank you. Going back to Motin bhai as well. So, Motin bhai, you know, what you mentioned about the pandemic earlier on. Now, you know, the people who are suffering mostly on the pandemic were those people with the low immune system. right?
Absolutely.
Now, we know that being active in sports, you know,
Boost your-
increases
yes.
and boosts your immune system. And I did a little seminar actually in Bangladesh at that time. We have a school in Sylhet, and how to get parents, you know, to teach their children with regards to immune system. Now, immune system, obviously, sports plays a big part in it, but also what you put in your body, what kind of diet you have,
Yes.
and stuff like that. So you were saying about people sitting around, and you know, because depression was something that was kicking in.
Absolutely.
We know that a lot of unfortunately, and I don't really want to mention that, but I'll mention it. A lot of people were in the verge of suicide and so forth because of, you know, what happened. Marriages were breaking up.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah,
So-
you were saying.
So we as a human race, we're just not used to being locked up, you know.
Absolutely
And
not.
that's what happened to us. So we actively in Luton, we have lots of groups, lots of individual motivators. So on a weekly basis, you will see quite large groups, like Tuesdays and Thursdays evenings. There's a minimum of a 5K run,
Right.
and then you'll see at least 10 to 15 people. On a Saturday, Sunday, there could be a hike minimum.
Okay.
There'll be a bike ride. It
Yeah.
could be 30, 40 kilometers,
Right.
or it could be off-road. Or
But my question was, do you get your family involved in this? Do you-
so my wife is involved.
Fantastic. That's what I wanted to hear.
My children are involved. We play badminton. We've recently started playing badminton again as well. Sometimes, and we'll participate in other sports.
yeah.
But that's all due to the community.
Yeah.
So, you know, one of the famous sayings Dr. Walid Manan has is, monkey sees, monkey does. And that's so true. You know,
Absolutely.
most of us aren't leaders, most of us are followers. And that's just human nature.
Yeah, but we and
if we
for
can
those
follow
for those
positivity,
followers,
yeah,
for those followers, we
yeah.
need good leaders, right?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
followers are many, leaders
Yes,
are
a few.
usually one.
Yes.
Right. I think we got another phone call. Fantastic. Where are you calling from, and what's your name?
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. A lot of young participants I can see. What's your name?
My name's Imana.
Uzair and Sumayya and Asafa is there.
Aymana, yes. Where are you calling from?
We're going from London.
Calling from London. And who's your message to?
Uncle Abdul Mumin.
Okay, Abdul Mumin Bhai, you're very popular today. Go on.
Big family, I told everyone. Hello, Amana.
Assalamualaikum, Tata.
Palasuni, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. Okay, how are you, Tata?
Yes. You coming this Sunday, yeah? Boat racing
Inshallah,
charity.
we have donated on behalf of all three of us £30.
MashaAllah.
We're proud of you, Tata. May Allah all your effort.
Amen.
Please make dua for us.
Okay. Screen দেখছো নি?
Hello?
Oh. Hello?
Screener মাঝে দেখছো নি 1 month, 3 months, 6 months and 1 year ওর লাগি কিলা খান সাপোর্ট করবা
To donate for 1 month, inshallah. the
MashaAllah,
£30 on behalf of all three of us.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Amana.
And just to make
Okay.
it easier for your younger generation, you can see a QR code there,
Yeah.
which will go to your Just Giving page. And you love your 1-2 clicks, and then you're there. You made a donation.
Right.
So
We got
tell
one
your
more
friends-
call. One more call. Yes. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Salam alaikum. Khematir apne.
জি আসসালামু আলাইকুম আমার নাম আসিফ ইকবাল
Asif Iqbal.
Asif bhai. Bala
Assalamu alaikum, Asif bhai.
জি আসসালামু আলাইকুম কেমন আছেন আপনারা
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
I'm sorry I couldn't reach to you today but আমি definitely 13 তারিখে আপনার boat racing এ যাচ্ছি and it's fantastic to see all you guys there and you're doing for a good cause and you're doing a fantastic job. I hope it's going to be a very successful boat racing on 13th and the causes you are doing is fantastic and I'm going to contribute another £50
MashaAllah.
for this charity.
Asif bhai, he just wanted to come with me because he wasn't well. He just last minute.
আসিফ ভাই আইছেন না আপনি আপনি আইতা পারছেন না আবার আপনি আমরা জয়েন করছেন যে ভয়েস কল দিয়া জয়েন করছেন
আসিফ ভাই,
এটার লাগি আমরা ভেরি
Asif bhai,
অ্যাপ্রিশিয়েটিভ
you've been forgiven. You've been forgiven. Your apology accepted now on the air. Okay? Really.
Only if you make that £50 into £90.
Yeah.
£100.
3 months.
No.
3 months লাগি 90 পাউন্ড করলে ইনশাআল্লাহ ডোনেশন হটলাইনে ফোন দিলাইবা বুঝছেন নি কোনো কিছু কমতো না আরো বাড়বো ইনশাআল্লাহ
Inshallah.
And Asif bhai, the message দিয়া ইতাম আপনারা call the others, everyone, okay? Call all everyone to call.
We want more
call
phone calls,
studio.
more phone calls,
phone
more
calls.
support. Thank you very much. We got another phone call. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Khematirah, please. And where are you calling from?
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. We can hear you, bhaiya. Khematirah apne.
যে আমি রুহুল আমিন মাতরাম আমি মোবাইল ভাইয়ের লগে মাতরাম সাইরাম
Matoka mobile loge.
Middle Section Secretary. Rule.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম
Friend bala আসনি রুল ভাই।
জয় বালা যারা আসুন এখানে প্রত্যেকে আমার পক্ষ থেকে মিডল সেক্টর পক্ষ থেকে থ্যাংক ইউ বুঝছেন আমি আইতা আসলাম আমার অসুবিধা লাগে আমি আইতা পারছি না বুঝছেন
আমরা মিডল সেকশন
আর আমি মোবাইল ভাইয়ের লগে যখন মনে কন্ট্রিবিউশন করবো না ভাই
ইনশাআল্লাহ কন্ট্রিবিউশন করবা আর কোনো মেসেজ আছে নি আপনারা মেসেজ দিলাও আমরা এই বোট রেসের সম্বন্ধে একটা মেসেজ দিলাবা
যারা দেখা সব আগে ওকা এখানে যখন ওকা বালা একটা প্রজেক্ট বুঝছেন প্রত্যেকে ওকা ডোনেশন করো ওকা ওগরে থ্যাংক ইউ জানাই আমাকে আইতা ওখানে
Fantastic.
Friend, ফোন করে কো বুঝছেন ফোন করে কল দিলা খালি কল আইতো আজকে বুঝছেন আমরা সব মিডল সেকশন বুঝছেন মিডল সেকশন কল বেশি থাকতো
Middle section.
Yo, আমরা সেক্রেটারি
Thank you very much. We got another phone call, I think. Another call, please.
Come
Yes.
on.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Khematirah, please. Wa alaikum salam. Another youngster. Assalamu alaikum. What's your name?
Wahida.
Wahida. Assalamu alaikum. Wahida. How are you today?
That's my grandchild.
Good.
Do you want to speak to Dada?
Nana.
Nana. You want to speak to Nana? Go on then. The floor is yours, or the screen is yours. Go on.
Assalamu alaikum Wahida. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Good luck, Nana.
Oh,
Good luck, Nana.
no problem.
Inshallah, we will contribute.
Inshallah, yeah. And come on Sunday. Sorry, they can come on Sunday. They go big party, on Sunday. I supposed to be there. I have to cancel this party because of my grandson, Akika. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Pray for us. Yeah?
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay? Walaikum salam. Thank you for call.
Right, how are you supporting আসুনি ফোন করুক আসুনি না গেছুন গিয়া রাইট আপনারা আপনি
Migrants.
দেখরা মনে হয় নানার লাগি একটু কল করছুন থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ আর টেল মাম এন্ড ড্যাডি to support us at least for the year. 365 pounds for the whole year is, if you calculate it, is not much. But, you know, you spread it out, monthly payment, that will be fantastic. If not, go for 6 months. But try to stay between those two. Thank you for your phone call. Do we have any other phone calls?
They also guys are here.
Right, all right. I think that there is a bit of EQ, but they're not coming through. Yes, going back to Motin Bhai again, let's just finish what we were talking about earlier on. So you got your families involved. Now, this is what I want to mention earlier on. You got Bobby involved.
Yes.
Right, and then you've got the children as well involved and all that. And now, you know, this is a bonding, right?
Yes.
And this is, everybody needs to do this. Unfortunately, with this mobile phone age nowadays, I mean, there was a time, I remember when I was growing up, you know, the lunchtime and the dinner time, obviously lunchtime we were at school, but dinner time at least, we used to sit around the table and daddy used to ask us, what did you do today? Mum used to probably push a lunka of bath. Daddy used to ask us this. But, you know, we had that. But nowadays you don't, you know, everybody's with the phone and, you know, even the children. Oh, I think we've got another phone call. Yes, Assalamu alaikum caller. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Khaimatira bhai sahab.
আমার নাম শামসুল ইসলাম শালীম।
Salim bhai. Assalamu alaikum Salim bhai.
Shalim bhai.
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম।
Walaikum salam.
আপনি তাকতা আসলেন না আজকে আমরা লগে?
জি জি ভাই, প্রথম আমার লাগি অ্যাপোলজি। আমি আজকে আপনার লগে থাকতে পারছি না।
আমরা মিস করলাম আসলে আপনারে।
Really.
যথেষ্ট।
Shalim bhai.
থ্যাংক ইউ বাট আপনারে প্রথমত আমি টিভি1 রে এবং আপনারে ধন্যবাদ জানাইয়া। আপনারা
Thank
যে
you.
এই কষ্ট করিয়া আজকে যে আয়োজন করছেন
Thank you.
বা এই যে নেক জিনিসের লাগি যে চ্যারিটিগুলো সেটা দেই বলা অত লাগি আপনারা আমি ধন্যবাদ জানাইয়া।
Thank you Shalim bhai. আসলে যে আপনি কইছেন যে কষ্ট করডা আমিও যে আইসি এর মাঝে আর আমরা যে যারা আইসিন I think they are enjoying it more than the hosto, because why I say this is because these are great people. They give their time, you know, they take their time out to come here to raise some money and for a great cause. So you know, when we get together, we don't feel as it hosto আমরা চাই আরো আমরা এটা দিতা আল্লাহ আরো আমরা সুযোগ দিতা আরো আমরা ওটা কাম করতাম পারতাম আমরা মানুষের কাছে প্রচার করতাম পারতাম মানুষের কাছে আমরা কোরআন প্রপোগেট করতাম পারতাম আর আমরা মনে করি যে এটা আমরা সৌভাগ্য. What do you think, guys?
Definitely.
It's free rewards.
Absolutely.
More than anything else.
Absolutely. You know
love
what?
things free.
I say to my sons, if you were to find a 50-pound note under your janamas every time you go pray, do I have to tell you to go and pray? No, Daddy, I will go. I said, well, you know, there's much more than 50 pounds there. So, look, the reward is immense and we are very happy. Shalim bhai, how are you going to be supporting us today?
First of all, I have a question for Sharif bhai প্রথমে।
Okay.
The question হইল গিয়া the catering industry আর communityর জন্য সম্পর্ক কিটা?
জি।
বুঝছেন তো
স্পোর্টস কমিউনিটি না স্পোর্টস আর কেটিং ইন্ডাস্ট্রি সম্পর্ক কিটা কইছাম।
সম্পর্ক কিটা আছে জি। জিনিসটা হইল কি মনে করেন আপনার এই যে আমরা কেটারিং ইন্ডাস্ট্রি এইটা কিন্তু আমরা কমিউনিটি থেকে শুরু হইছিল।
জি।
এবং এটা আমরা বাংলাদেশের কমিউনিটির সিম্বল।
জি।
এবং এই সিম্বলটা আমরা বিগত কতদিন একটু একটা গ্যাপ হয়ে গিয়েছিল কি বিটুইন কমিউনিটি আর কেটারিং এর। So এটা because of yourself and the BBC and other organization, এখন আমরা চাইয়ার through the community charity works হোক আর স্পোর্টস হোক ওগুলোর মাধ্যমে আবার the community এক করার লাগিয়া এইটা হলো আমরা মেইন উদ্দেশ্য।
Fantastic. That is a brilliant reason, and you know there's no second to that reason. That's the fantastic reason. আপনি কিলাখান সাপোর্ট করবো আমরা রেখো কাছে আপনি তাহলে তো কালকে রবিবারে আসুন তো আমরা লগে
জিনা রবিবারে আমার বাতিদের দিয়া
unfortunate inshallah next year, but
inshallah next year
তে তো আরো ডাবল দিতে হইব সেলিম ভাই কিলা দিবা আপনি কোকা চাইন
ইনশাআল্লাহ আমার সেলেমেরও গালা পরিয়ার ওয়াইফের আলাপ পরিয়ার আমরা একটা জোহরিয়ার একটা অঙ্ক রেঞ্জ করার চেষ্টা করি আর ইনশাআল্লাহ আপনাদের যোগদানের মনে।
থ্যাংক ইউ সেলিম ভাই।
ইনশাআল্লাহ আপনারা
থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ আপনারা আমার বিবিসি টিম রে এবং আপনারা টিভি1 এর টিম রে আমি আবার ধন্যবাদ দিয়া Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Shalim Bhai, for calling. Now, guys, we will be going on a short break. So, see you after the break. Assalamu alaikum and welcome again to our charity boat race program. Those of you who have just joined us and you missed the first part of the program, we are here today with regards to the charity boat race that's taking place on the 13th of August, which is in 2 or 3 days, Sunday morning, a family fun day filled with so many activities. We'll probably be showing another promo that we've done for last year a little bit later on, so you can see what we're talking about. So do come on that day, which is in the Regatta Center, 13th of August, starting from 10 o'clock. So many different activities. Now, the reason we are sitting here today is because TV1 is playing a very big part. We'll have our own boats, and we are raising money for the Quran class that takes place throughout the whole year, propagating the Quran, how did the Quran come into existence, the tajweed, the learning of the correct madhab, the makhraj and so forth. A fantastic cause, right? Now, today we have BBCA with us. Who are BBCA? Once again, I'll say British Bangladeshi Catering Association, and they're massively supporting TV1 in this boat race. Now, BBCA today is raising funds. We had many phone calls, many support from the members and families and so forth. And we've just got somebody new on the panel, which is, he doesn't need much introduction. Many of you will see him on many various TV channels and is part of different programs as well. Tofazzul Mia from Bayleaf Group, also Car Planet, many more things I can say, but that will take too much time. Assalamu alaikum, Tofazzul bhai.
Wa alaikum assalam. Dear viewers, assalamu alaikum. It's an honor to be here on TV1, supporting this great cause, and more importantly, the boat race, which is going to be a family fun-packed day.
I've got to stop you. I've got a phone call. You see, you're too famous. Assalamu alaikum. Who is calling and where are you calling from?
Assalamu alaikum. Amar bhai Abdul Mumin asoni.
Amar boro boy je amar.
Abdul Mumin bhai asoi.
Kile hola amar boro boy. Assalamu alaikum apa bala asoni?
Je bala.
Ko apne message doka.
Tumi tai bala kham khorra Allah matana bala kham de Allah qabul khoroka. আর নোহাই মাত্তা তোমার লাগে মাতিলাও
আমার না
আল্লাহ হাফেজ মাসুদ
দাদা
আসসালামু আলাইকুম দাদা
ভালো আছি দাদা how are you okay
আমি ভালো আছি
মাশাআল্লাহ
how is your little sister
তোমরা তিনটা ফোন করতে লাগে না কিদা
So I got about more than 20 grandchildren after my own phone.
Matuka, apne matuka, na tilog matuka.
You're too young to be 20 grandchildren.
Dada?
Can I have a £30 donation?
MashaAllah. Allahu Akbar.
Fantastic. Yes. We gotta say takbir. I'll say takbir. You guys say Allahu Akbar. Takbir.
Takbir.
MashaAllah. Yes.
আমরা সকল লাগি দোয়া করি
আমার
সকল লাগি
দোয়া করমু সবাই দোয়া করমু তোমার লাগি
আর তুমিও আমরা লাগি দোয়া করবাই ঠিক আছে
দোয়া করবাই
ইনশাআল্লাহ থ্যাংক ইউ
তোমার আব্বারে লইয়া boat race হইবা come with your dad boat race on Sunday
support করতে হইলো কামটা
on support us in boat race charity
boat race on
Sunday
Allah
okay afa আসসালামু আলাইকুম
আপনারা ডোনেশন হটলাইনও গিয়া আপনারা কিছু তুরাও একটু দৌকা support Horoka. Every little bit helps, as I always say. Nothing is looked upon as a small donation. Nothing, even a pound, is not looked upon
even
as a
Quran
small donation. Yes, and Rasulullah used to say, even give a date in charity. So, guys, this is the opportunity. Please call in. On the screen, you can see teaching Quran. You can see for 1 month, £30. For 3 months, £90, and then for 6 months is 180, and for the whole year is £365. We have a Just Giving page as well, and also there's a QR code. So there's nothing missing. Do call in, and also any little, like I said, it helps. I've got another phone call I can see. Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Who's calling, please? And where are you calling from?
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum. Who's calling? Where are you calling from? Walaikum salam bhaiya. Naam kita apnar?
Amra President Selim Chowdhury.
Selim bhai.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I had another commitment. I've just come back from Downing Street.
Fantastic. You can just come back from Downing Street, yes?
Yes.
Teyar amra re kyun lagi dekh bhai apne Downing Street te gaye
I want to commit to you, but you're doing a fantastic job, and good to see the team there and yourself. And it's a very worthy cause. I urge everyone to call in and inshallah donate.
Thank you very much, Selim bhai. Thank you. It's a very good inspiration when we have the president of BBCA calling. We'll be speaking a little bit more about BBCA. We will be speaking a little bit more about BBCA in detail, what BBCA do and so forth. Now we have the president of BBCA calling, a fantastic chap, and he's been active in many different aspects of charity and so forth. Shalim bhai, আপনার মেসেজটা কিতা? আর আপনার সাপোর্ট কোনটা কি লাগান
I'm going to say it's a very worthy cause and shop to come forward to donate, and obviously collectively after 7 million things can be easily achieved.
Thank you very much.
Support for initiative. And thank you to
TV1 yes
for taking the initiative, and also everybody who's supporting it. And BBC is extremely proud to be a part of it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, Shalim bhai.
Thank you, Mama.
Yes.
Mama, একটা donation করিয়ে দাও কা Mama.
Mama Hunda, Mama can hear it, and Mama will make a donation, inshallah. And I think Shalim bhai just came back from Umrah or Hajj, I think.
Yeah, he was in Hajj.
Yes, because he visited me.
Oh no, he was at Hajj.
In Hajj, Shalim bhai, right. Alhamdulillah, Allah after Hajj কবুল করুকা আর কবুল আরো করবা Quran days যদি আপনি যে করেন একটু সাপোর্ট করেন Quran classes রে আমরা children that are learning the Quran, and also the teachers who need support as well for teaching the Quran. So 1 year, £365, which is not much if you spread it throughout the whole year, standing order, direct debit, whatever. So please come forward. Right. I think we're going to go on to see a clip, if I'm not mistaken, studio. Will we be... Yes, can you show the clip for thanks for BBC, I think, yes.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু। আমি ধন্যবাদ জানাতে চাই বিবিসি এর সম্মানিত সদস্যবৃন্দকে যারা এন্টারটেইনমেন্ট প্রোগ্রাম হিসেবে বোট রেস করছেন, পাশাপাশি তারা একটি শুভ উদ্যোগ গ্রহণ করেছেন যে তারা একটা চ্যারিটেবল কাজ করবেন, সাদাকার একটা আমল করবেন, এবং সেটাও আবার পবিত্র কোরআনকে নিয়ে কোরআনের শিক্ষাকে প্রসার করার জন্য তারা একটি গুরুত্বপূর্ণ উদ্যোগ গ্রহণ করেছেন। প্রতিদিন যদি একজন ব্যক্তি 1 পাউন্ড করে আপনি দেন, যে আমি কোরআন শিক্ষার জন্য 1 পাউন্ড ব্যয় করব, 360 পাউন্ড দান করতে পারেন। TV1 এর কোরআন ক্লাসের জন্য আপনারা এই বাজেট ঠিক করতে পারেন। এর মাধ্যমে প্রতিজন সদস্য, প্রতিজন ডোনার 360 পাউন্ড যদি দান করেন, তাহলে এর মাধ্যমে অনেক মানুষের কাছে কোরআনের শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে যাবে, আর এটার সব আপনি পাবেন। আমি আশা করব সকলে এগিয়ে আসবেন এবং এই উদ্যোগকে সাফল্যমণ্ডিত করবেন। আল্লাহ তাআলা আমাদের ছোট ছোট সকল আমলকে যেন কবুল করেন, দুনিয়া এবং আখিরাতে আমাদের জন্য কল্যাণের পথকে যেন অবারিত করে দেন। আল্লাহুম্মা আমিন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু।
Thank you very much. That was Sheikh Mahmoud Al Hassan showing his appreciation to BBCA, who are here today in support of the Quran class. And as he was mentioning, £1 a day, 365, £1 a day. Only £1 a day if you donate, and this will be an ongoing charity, you know, and every day for that pound, Allah knows, only Allah knows what kind of bipod, apod. You know that charity, refrains us from any kind of bipod, apod. So £1 a day, alhamdulillah, will help you in that, inshallah. And I think we have a phone call, right? Assalamu alaikum. Who's calling and where are you calling from, please?
Walaikum salam. Assalamu alaikum, Sharif bhai.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Khematira.
It's me, Qadrul Islam.
Oh, Qadrul bhai, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
London.
Alhamdulillah, bhai.
Alhamdulillah. Qadrul bhai, London region or president. New president.
Yes,
so we're still in celebration still. Ar bahut khani amra rakha hoyse alhamdulillah. Kilahan message diba. Kita message diba.
Unfortunately, due to work commitment, I can't work enough. So আমাদের মতিন ভাই, তবুজুল ভাই, everyone else is there, and yourself. Me and my family will pay £1 a day, and inshallah we'll pay like £365.
Takbir!
Allahu
Akbar! Takbir!
That's from my family, and inshallah our friends staff, I'll see how much more I can raise.
Thank
and
you.
Inshallah, we'll hit a target. Yes.
Inshallah.
Qadrul bhai, you are definitely, from the last few meetings that we had, you're a very energetic person.
Yes.
And you drive the London region, or you're driving, or you'll be driving it, and I can see the passion behind you being there. I think we're on another phone call. Assalamu alaikum, Khematira. Assalamu alaikum, Khematira, please.
Wa alaikum assalam. My name is Yusra, and
Hi,
I like to talk to my mama. My nana will be donating to the charity.
Fantastic.
My
Is that
mom.
Did you say Mishra? Mishra who suni?
Isra.
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 My niece.
How old are you, Isra?
11.
11, mashallah. And you will be donating, or you will get your
Her
parents
nanny,
to
my
donate?
mom donated 30 pounds, my mom.
Your mom donated 30 pounds, yes?
No, nanny.
My nana.
Nanny.
Your nanny
my mom.
Okay, Mumin Bhai's mom. Get a bit confused here.
Takbir.
Right. Yeah, Allahu
Thank you,
Akbar.
Isra.
Right. Thank you, Isra. What is
Yeah,
your message?
Nanu.
What is your message to Mumin Bhai? Message dilam.
Mama.
I hope you do well, Mama, and I hope you succeed your goal.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
you for
Isra.
your
Thank
call.
you for calling.
Yeah,
Get all your
great
cousins,
call.
brothers and sisters. You know, we like. You know what? I'm enjoying all these young voices today.
Yeah.
Yes,
all these youngsters calling in. And
Third generation.
definitely.
have three generations
These
here.
are our future. And thank you, mums and dads, for getting them to call.
We have about 75 members of our family, 75.
Fantastic.
With grandchildren,
It's a
great
good sport.
grandchildren.
I like it.
I was going to give that a name now. It's not coming to me.
We want everyone there.
Do we have any other phone calls?
Mentioned it. The numbers.
Right. Thank you very much. Right. Going back to Tafajjul Bhai, you were mentioning now. You were mentioning about BBCA, what you're doing there. Carry on.
There is a correction I have to make. It's BBCA, British Bangladeshi Caterers Association.
Right.
We cater for caterers and the wider community.
Right.
Now, we've been established nearly 12, 13 years.
Right. Is it just for the Bangladeshi Caterers Association?
Yes.
Because we know most of these restaurants are called Indian restaurants.
No, I know
what
that.
What would you say about
look,
that?
For Bangladeshis, we all know it is a bloodline for our generations who started with zero. আমরা বাঙালির মাঝে হইতা পারতাম না যে কেউ one way or another connected নাই curry industry. আমরা I want to tribute to the heroes when they those who started this. They had no finance, they didn't know how to speak English, most of them, and they created an industry which is, even if you go to any tiny village in the country, you'll find one takeaway. So alhamdulillah, you know, catering industry has given so much to our community as well as Bangladesh. আমরা সবেও এটা অবগত আছি। এর সাথে সাথে বিবিসি এর জবটা হইলি গেছেন আমরা কেটারিং ইন্ডাস্ট্রির বাংলাদেশি রেস্টুরেন্ট হোক আর ইন্ডিয়ান রেস্টুরেন্ট হোক আর সকল এগুলা দাবি দাবা যেন আমরা তুল্যা ধরতাম সরকারের কাছে। We do often meet our local MPs, ministers in our dinners, and as our as our president said,
he was in Downing Street.
Yeah, he was in Downing Street. He's the deputy mayor of Harrow at the moment.
You're the Secretary General, so you've got a big part that you play in this.
Yeah.
What do you guys do when
I'll tell you a couple of examples. In 2019, we had a dinner party, and we had the business minister there, and it's on record really, and we lobbied for the rate, non-domestic rate, because to be honest, it's not fair the way it's calculated, and I think it's sell by date, and we gave that message, and obviously pandemic helped as well. I'm not going to take all the credit, and it had led to all the businesses across the country, particularly the catering, that the rate has been halved. Sponsorship license, we've been lobbying to the government. The wages threshold was over 30,000. It's reduced to 26. And the shortfall of occupation, which has been noticed by the government, we have done it, as well as other organizations. I don't want to take the credit by ourselves.
No, but you're playing a big
it
part,
has to be done by a cross-party. And alhamdulillah, we are still working to make things easy. For example, recently we had a meeting, actually last week, a chap who's the advisor, directly advisor to the Prime Minister now. Now, if you want to become British citizen, you do A2 paper, which is hearing and answering, you know, multi-choice question. But if you're a skilled person coming from abroad, you have to do IELTS 4.5, which includes 4 things, and it's like doing a degree. And we told them it's not fair. All you need.
But how much is that necessary as well?
Exactly. They don't need that. All they need is skill, communication, how to communication skill. So we are working it to reduce it to A2 or A1. So look, we can only try and lobby. We can only try and knock on the right doors. The rest, leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. During COVID, Motin Bhai is here, we were working tirelessly to provide our catering, particularly our members, how to go about. Because if you remember, 1 minute it was 2 meters, the other minute it was 1 meter, then you had to have a wall, then you have to close, then you had to open. So these are the things that we do and help, try and give information and help our members first and wider community. It's on our Facebook and you can still go and check it.
I mean, literally, that was one of the most challenging of
Yes.
times.
No doubt.
Since the 1919, when we had the Spanish
Yet.
flu or something like
Yet.
that.
Yet.
But unprecedentedly, definitely, I have not seen anything like this. Nobody has seen anything like this, and as you just mentioned, it was changing by the minute. So we didn't know what was and you guys provided, and that's what I wanted to mention. And for the viewers,
That's our job.
the
We
viewers
had
who
to
are
do it,
watching,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Now BBCA, British Bangladeshi
Caterers.
Caterers Association,
yeah.
rather, are a body which actually represents the whole catering industry, Bangladeshi catering industry. And you talk about from Land's End to Inverness, right? how many restaurants we have now, guys. These are the guys who are, representing you. These are the guys who are going to Downing Street, lobbying for the rates relief, the tax relief, and so many other things. Bringing people from, abroad, because we know that the industry is facing so much difficulties.
Challenges.
We know how many restaurants have been closing just for staff. So these are the guys. And if it's a Thursday night today, and I know a lot of people have days off on Thursdays because Friday and Saturdays are the most busiest. So you guys are probably sitting at home right now. You're probably watching us. If you are, pick up that phone, make a phone call, support BBCA, support TV1, support the Quran class, support the Deen, and come forward. So, right, so British Bangladeshi Catering Association,
Caterers Association.
Caterers catering is not a big difference.
Yeah, I know. Okay, fair enough. I'll let you off.
Just to be supporting myself. Okay, so tell me, how did you find out about this, and how are you participating, and how do you feel about it?
Well, we feel great. Any community work, including charity, is, I say, whoever find themselves in a position to support, they are the blessed ones. Karon shobe amra eta opportunity paina. So when you get the opportunity, we should support the great cause. Quranic class, TV1 is zeta khoida zaira. Ekta manche dun. একটা লেসন লিয়া একটা জিনিস করতে পারে আর ওটা দুন আল্লাহর তরফ থেকে কবুল হয়ে যায় আমরা যারা ইনভলভ আছি whether it's penny pound hundreds thousand regardless ও দুয়ার কারণে কিবা হাসরের ময়দান আমরা ফারাইতে পারি
Can I interrupt you just quickly?
Please, Motin
Yes, Motin Bhai.
Just
sorry.
Yeah. It's something that we can announce.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I will. Yeah. Inshallah. Well, it's a great message here, and I can happily share. All right. Our former president, Shabek Councillor Shamsul Islam Shalim, and his family is donating £500. Takbir!
Allahu Akbar!
Takbir!
Allahu Akbar!
He's such an inspiration, and during his presidency, we lobbied the rate.
What's the name again?
Shamsul Islam Shalim from Windsor. And am I allowed?
Yes.
Viceroy for India.
Fantastic. Thank you. May Allah
Thank you,
bless
Shalim
you.
Bhai, and your family. May Allah accept your donation and reward you in abundance. Ameen.
May Allah bless you. Innamal amala bin niyyah, right? Your intention is for the Quran class, and inshallah, Allah has already accepted your donation. We'll be reaching you. Thank you, Shalim. Once again, we've got another phone call. Okay. Yes, salaam alaikum. And who's calling? And where are you calling from?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Another phone call for Dada or Nana.
I'm calling for Abdul Rahman.
Oh, yeah.
MashaAllah.
He's off screen again.
Abdul Rahman Bhai is off screen right now, but he can hear you.
He can hear you loud and clear.
Loud and clear, that's right. So he can hear you. What is your message to him and to us?
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. I am appearing. I have selected you as one of my very close friend and family member to call in. Please, my mama is my. Okay, 1 second. Can I call you back?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
No problem. No problem. Get the message clear.
Yeah.
Yes, get the message clear and call us back. Yes. Tawajjul bhai, you were saying earlier on.
You know, I mean, যেটা খোয়াত আসলাম যে কোনো চ্যারিটির জন্য আমরা ইনভলভ হই আর কি ইটস এ ব্লেসিং রিয়েলি আমি সব টিভির ভিউয়ারে অনুরোধ করব প্লিজ কাম ফরওয়ার্ড মেক দ্যাট স্পেশাল কল পার্টিসিপেট ইট ডাজন্ট ম্যাটার আপনি একটা জিনিস আগে কইছেন দৌকা দুনিয়ায় ড্রপটা কি ওই গিয়া ক্যানেলটা কি ওই গিয়া রিভারটা কি ওই গিয়া ওশন সো এভরি পেনি উইল কাউন্ট and we expect your call. What are you waiting for? Please call and donate and participate, and we are waiting for your call. আমরা বিবিসি এর মেম্বার হলতরে পার্টিকুলারলি আমি রিকোয়েস্ট করলাম আমরা গ্রুপ হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপ হলতো আমি মেসেজ দিছি প্লিজ কাম ফরওয়ার্ড এন্ড মেক দ্যাট স্পেশাল কল উই আর হিয়ার and waiting for you.
Yes, guys, we are waiting for you. We know BBCA is a big organization. We got many.
Especially আমরা যে বোট রেসিং যারা রাইডার এরার নাম এটার নামটা কই আর তারা এনকারেজ করি তারা একটু ডোনেশন করুক তারা আউকা লাইন
নাম হোকা maybe they are busy. They could be busy at work. So we don't want to put anybody on the spot, but আপনার নাম হোকা
জি কত আমরা কদুল ইসলাম ভাই
ফোন করছেন
জি আমরা এ খান ভাই সেলিম ইয়ার খান না ই খান ভাই আমরা ক্রয়ডনের আমরা মেম্বারশিপ ডাইরেক্টর তাই নিকটা যত আর রোশন আলী আলেক্স আলী গুলাম কিবরিয়া বেলাল মিয়া রিয়াজ আলী রিপন কিরণ রুবেল সুমন মাইসেলফ আব্দুল মুমিন ফজর আলী আনহার ফাহিম নাইম কামাল মলিক আলী আকিক শেরিয়ার আহমেদ সুমেন ভাই সৈয়দ হুসেন আবি রায়হান তসফিল মিয়া মোহাম্মদ আলী আব্দুল হক মিন্টু হুসেন মুনায়েম ফয়জুল হক বাবর রব্বানি and কবির from Bedford
কবির very big list of names তারা মনে হয় প্র্যাকটিসিং করতা ও যে সানডে লাগে
especially
busy practicing getting those
I think we should just mention all of our members are extremely generous.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure, yes.
So ever since the inception 7, 8, 9 years ago we've raised over hundreds of thousands of pounds for multiple charities, alhamdulillah. And that's all purely because of the generosity of our members and the wider family. So I encourage them to phone, whether it's a penny or a pound. It doesn't have to be a lot. But
like I said, you know, people may be tied up, and we have got phone calls, and I'm sure so many people are watching, and they are, even if they're not on the screen or they're not making the phone call, I'm sure they are with us in spirit, and I've got a big list. And the other day, the main organizer of the charity boat race, Rashid Bhai, he came to see me, and he saw the list, and he said, "Wow!" He was very, very happy. He was very, because normally, you know, we have upajilas, right? Now upajilas, they get together because, you know, I'm from Molibazar, I'm from Gulabganj, I'm from Jagannathpur. Yes, we need, you know, we need to win. But one very nice thing last year, do we have another phone call? Hello. Phone call, yes. Who's calling and where are you calling from? Assalamu alaikum.
I am Ismail and I want to speak to my uncle Abdul Rahman, please.
Okay, you want to speak to Abdul Rahman Bhai is just off screen, but he can hear you very, very clearly.
Is he going to come on screen?
He's going to come later on. He's going to come
after
later
the break.
Do you want to call back?
You want to call back after the break?
When is he coming on?
In about 15-20 minutes, I would say. Just keep on watching. If you keep on watching, then you'll see him. You're not going to miss him. If you don't watch, then you might miss him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't move away from the screen, young man. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Going back. Okay. Going back to Tawajjul Bhai. I think I was speaking to you, was I?
No, you were
I was speaking to Motin Bhai. Motin Bhai, yes. Okay. Anyway, Motin Bhai. Now, what were you mentioning about? We were talking about BBCA and how they, helped, especially during the pandemic. Fantastic work they did. I know. Because we did a few shows even in other channels, and but I know that how you went out there to especially for the vulnerable elderly people, those who couldn't come out the house, those who are most vulnerable, they were at risk of catching the disease, and now think about this. These people, they didn't have anybody as well. They're mainly old people. If they had nephews or grandsons or whatever, those people are not allowed to come and see them.
He's got the figures
what
BBC have done.
Right. So yeah, Motin Bhai, give us the figures.
Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you the exact figures right now.
Right.
But we served over 30,000 meals
Right.
to the vulnerable, to the NHS. If you wanted the exact numbers, I can give it to you. But
that's not a problem. That number is big enough.
But I mean,
NHS
when the pandemic started, we don't want to claim to be the first or the only one, but lots of people showed their generosity in terms of giving food to the vulnerable, knocking on their doors, the doctors, the nurses, the teachers. But from an association point of view, rather than a charity aspect, we were giving out information like it was news almost 10-15 times a day. And we weren't inventing the news. All we were was regurgitating and reprinting what the government was saying, what the BBC was doing, because we were like a hub for the Asian community and the caterers. Other associations took our lead, and they in turn had a positive impact on their members. So we as an association were serving the wider community. And what it essentially is, our forefathers started his restaurant, and it gave us the opportunity to go to school, university.
Absolutely, yes.
And we've now reintegrated ourselves.
We're in the mainstream now. Forefathers started their restaurants. We used to sell rice and curry, and they found a niche market. You were mentioning earlier on about these people. They didn't have anything, right? And then
they were the real heroes.
Yes, they were the real heroes. Absolutely.
And our job is to maintain and keep that legacy.
And you know what? Because of them, so many of us are here. I can say I'm here today because of my forefathers.
We are a product of curry houses. Absolutely. I mean, in the nicest possible way. আমরা এটা শর্মাইয়া তো কোনো ফায়দা নাই আমরা ওখানে হাউসটা কি যারা ব্যবসা করছেন পয়সা বানাইছেন আলিয়া ওলাই দইছেন তারা প্রাইভেট স্কুলে গেছেন they've done well in school, college, university, and they're on, like you said, mainstream. And alhamdulillah, and our young generation is going to do even greater things to come.
One phone call, guys. Got a phone call. Come back to you in a bit. Right. Assalamu alaikum. Who's calling? Where are you calling from?
Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum assalam. Ami abar phone korchi ami.
Amar boro boin.
Amar pai Abdul Mumin loke mattam.
Matoka, please.
Assalamu alaikum afa. Khoka.
Alaikum salam. Bala aseni ba.
Bala ase.
আমি ফোন দিলাম আমি হ্যাপি লোকে মাত ইসলাম বার্মিয়াম তাই আরো এক মাস দিস পাবো
মাশাআল্লাহ
আল্লাহু আকবার
সবাই দেখরানি
তাকবীর
আল্লাহু আকবার
তাকবীর
আল্লাহু আকবার
থ্যাংক ইউ আফা
জিন্দাল্লাহ কি দোয়া করবার আল্লাহ আপনারা
ধন্যবাদ আফা আপনি আরো আপনারা যারা আত্মীয় স্বজন আছেন খোকা কল দিবার লাগি ধন্যবাদ থ্যাংক ইউ আফা
আমরা আব্দুর রহমান বাইরে আবার আনা রাখবো স্ক্রিনের মাঝে because we got a young chap who's waiting at home, and that is kind of like a promise to him because he's watching the TV and anle khila lagbo studio, so get ready to get him on the panel. Now what
আমি একটা জিনিস আমি শেয়ার করতাম স্যার আমাকে আমরা মতিন ভাই যেটা হইছেন whenever we took the target of charity আমরা বিবিসি মেম্বার হল তো জেনারেস আর কি I can't thank them enough. It's always been a call away, and they have donated generously. Inshallah, obviously BBCA members will help. আমরা সাধারণ টিভি ভিউয়ার যারা আছেন সামনে এরা সাহায্যে আমরা নিশ্চয় এটা ফুলফিল করবো আপনার ডিউরিং দ্য লকডাউন এন্ড কোভিড we even, if you remember Motin Bhai, we even raised 7,500 for NHS.
Yes.
In addition,
No, so NHS we raised more than that.
Yeah, wow. because
so we donated 7,500
Yeah.
for the Princess Trust. So
BAT,
that was
British Asian
yeah,
Trust.
So that was another.
That was 15,000 altogether because they
Sorry,
matched it.
Yes, they matched. So
Yeah.
our donation was, and they didn't match it. So it's 15,000. But that's fine. Semantics. But it's. We've always stood up. Our members,
especially
whomever, however, we've stood up to be counted. And that was the time we as caterers, and we were suffering like everybody else, physically, mentally, financially. But we stood up to be counted. We showed our resilience. We showed our strength. We showed our personality. You know, everything that allowed our forefathers to build the very foundation that we stand on today. You know, the progress in our community is immense. Our children, so the laughing joke when we were at school and everything else, we were at the bottom of any barometer in terms of education. Now our children are at the very top.
We're at the top.
So that's the most amazing.
That's what I was going to say.
Most amazing impact.
Now you see you're carrying on. I mean, like those people who have passed away, our forefathers.
I mean, just on that note, please allow me to mention few names. আমরা জানি খেউরে না আমরা ক্লোজ কইছি এমলান সমান দিকে আমরা বিবিসির ফ্যামিলিয়ে আমরা ফাউন্ডার প্রেসিডেন্ট জনাব ইয়াফর আলী সাহেব তাইনো কোভিডের আক্রান্ত আসলা আমরা কামাল জাহাঙ্গীর মিয়া তাইনো আক্রান্ত আসলা আমরা মুমিন চাচা and they're all from Kent and they were the pillars of our BBCA আমরা তারার মাগফিরাতের কামনা করি আপনারা সবার কাছে দোয়া করি আজকে দুন তারা দুনিয়ায় থাকতা I have no doubt Motin Bhai back me up they would be here as well.
Yes, definitely.
So they were so glued to the community work Allah khame a BBCA catering a restaurant khaze so Allah tarare সাহায্য করতা এর সাথে সাথে আমরা যারা দুনিয়ায় এই লকডাউনের মাধ্যমে কোভিডের এই ওয়েদারিং কইরা আমরা দুনিয়ায় আসি আল্লাহ শুকরিয়া আদায় করতে পারতাম না
Of course.
So please donate generously, come forward, make that magic call, make our day.
And one way of thanking Allah is through charity, guys.
Charity,
no
yes.
doubt.
Abdus Salam Bhai, former sports secretary, current London region membership secretary as well. Yes, right.
Yes.
So, what would you like to say with regards to advising friends and families, with regards to participating on that day as well? এমনি আপনি কি লাগান তারা অ্যাডভাইস দেন স্পোর্টসের মাঝে জায়গা আপনি স্পোর্টসের একজন সেক্রেটারি আসলা in the past, you got to be somebody who's a motivator.
He's a cricket lover as well.
Actually, to be honest, today actually great day. Actually, we have all participated, especially Tufajul Bhai, Mumin Bhai, and Motin Bhai. And আমরা আসলে যে উদ্দেশ্য নিয়ে আইছি আমরা উদ্দেশ্যটা সাকসেসফুল করতাম আর যেহেতু এজ এ স্পোর্টসম্যান আমি 12 বছর থেকে আমি স্পোর্টসের লগে ইনভলভ আই ইউজ টু প্লে ফুটবল দেন ব্যাডমিন্টন টেবিল টেনিস basketball, volleyball, all sort of things. But mostly I love now cricket because this cricket makes us very proud of, especially you said it BBCA.
Yes.
The way we are famous in United Kingdom, the way also Bangladesh cricket make us proud.
Absolutely.
We can say something.
Absolutely.
Even I was in last month was in Bangladesh. It was tremendous cricket going on. But sports, আমি আমার ফ্যামিলি এটা অলরেডি মোটিভেট হয়ে গেছেন আমরা বাচ্চাদের এনকারেজ করি ঠিকই কিন্তু দে আর ইনভলভ ইন দ্য মোবাইল বিকজ মোবাইলের মধ্যে অলরেডি গেম দিয়ে দিলেছে সো বিকজ ওই যে একটা আমার বড় ছেলে ইজ ইন ইউনিভার্সিটি নাও সেকেন্ড ইয়ার হে খুব খাইবার লাগি খুব এক্সাইটেড এ নিজে কুকিং করে বানায় বাট খাইয়া গিয়া কইবা আমি একটু আটিয়াই আমার তো ওয়েট করতাম তো আমি কইলাম যে তুমি আবার খাইরে বালা যেই জিনিসও খাও আবার তুমি করা ইনকারেজ করি সেম জিনিস এক্সারসাইজ করে বাট স্পোর্টসের মধ্যে আমি ইনভলভ করতে পারছি না বিকজ অফ সো মেনি থিংস ডিটেল ওয়ান অলসো আমি প্রেশারাইজ দেই আমার লাগে ক্রিকেট খেলো ফুটবল খেলো স্কুলেও যাইরা তাই খেলাধুলা কররা বাট আমরা ফ্যামিলিরে এনকারেজ করি
অফ কোর্স
বাট কোনো না কোনো জায়গাতে আমরা স্টাক হয়ে বই থাকি
রাইট রাইট
সো আমি আমার ফ্রম অফ মাই হার্ট আমি সেই রকম যে সানডে যে প্রোগ্রামটা ওর প্লিজ অল ফ্যামিলি যারা পার্টিসিপেট করে না তারাও গিয়ে মানে গিয়া প্রোগ্রামও গিয়ে সাপোর্ট করতা বা চিন্তার এনকারেজ করতা সো লেটস সি
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you, Abdul Salam Bhai. Thank you, fantastic message, Abdul Salam Bhai Edisoi. Now, if you guys have joined us or something and you missed, and this is what we're talking about, so it's going to be on the screen now.
Yeah.
Why are you nervous? You don't look nervous.
Because it's water!
I can feel at home now where my ancestors are from.
I'm quite pleased it's not quite as hot as last weekend. Ideal weather for rowing, I think.
Also the Gamsa and the green. You know, they've got Bangladesh all over them, isn't it?
My sister just informed me Boroy Assad.
Who are the winners again? Bangladesh!
Well, you've seen what we did last year, and this year is going to be even bigger. So, charity boat race, and we are raising funds for the Quran class that TV1 takes part in every year. Actually initiated, and it is TV1's Quran class. We have again Abdul Rahman Bhai. With us, yes. Assalamu alaikum, Abdul Rahman Bhai. Had a bit of a break, yes?
Yes, absolutely. That's right.
Yes. Okay, so you're back now, and I think we had a phone call, didn't we? We had a phone call. I think not Abdul Rahman Bhai's phone call. We just had a phone call. I've just been let known. So call back, whoever called, and I promised a young chap on the screen who's probably sitting. If you're watching, please call back. Yes, I think we got a phone call. Yes. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Kya mati raf? Kya mati raf ne?
Jembar mi am take bairam. Ami mumin mama loge matun sai.
Aman mama sai matun. Matun ko mumin mama loge.
Bala suni.
Assalamu alaikum bala suni mama.
Bala si. Kita orang ini bala.
Bala si mama. Amare bodo mami number disoin. Ami rajuru ai.
Acha. Amar bagnar wise.
Ami 20 pound donate kor maske.
Mashallah. Allahu Akbar.
Next week আমি আশা করছি উমরা দিতাম আল্লাহ আমার আশা করে
আমিন আমি দোয়া করি
আল্লাহ কবুল করুকা আপনার কবুল করুকা আপনি 20 পাউন্ডে কোন মন্তে 30 পাউন্ড যদি কইলি তা পারতে এক মাসের একটা বাচ্চা লাগি
দেখা আমি 30 পাউন্ড দিলাই
থ্যাংক ইউ পাউন্ড লেগে মত হই গেছে গিয়া আর উমরা আল্লাহ আপনার উবলা কবুল করুকা আমরা লাগি গিয়া দোয়া করবা মনে গেলে মুমিন ভাই লাগি দোয়া করবা আমরা সবার লাগি টিভি ওয়ান লাগি দোয়া করবা অফ কোর্স আর আমরা আপনার লাগি দোয়া করমু থ্যাংক ইউ ফর কলিং do we Walaikum assalam.
Thank you for call mama.
We have another caller. Next caller please. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. What is your name again?
Ismail.
Ismail, mashallah. Okay, Ismail, do you know where your name came from, first of all?
Yes, the Prophet.
Prophet Ismail, who was the son of?
Prophet Ibrahim.
Mashallah. That's good. I like to see that. Now, are you calling from for Abdul Rahman Bhai, yes?
Yes.
Right, he's here, and give your message.
All here.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, Mama.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Baba, how are you? You okay?
Yes, I'm very good.
Fantastic.
I would like to donate £40 for myself and my nanny. My mom will pay from online.
Takbir! Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah. Thank you. Thank you, Ismail.
Thank you very much. You are a wonderful nephew, and I think Allah will bless you and you will be very successful in life.
Ismail was the form of the essence of charity, if you
My
like.
youngest son called Ismail as well. My youngest son is Ismail.
Yes, sacrifice Ismail, if you know the story of Ismail. Okay, we got more callers. I was going to go into it a little bit more about Ismail because that's a beautiful name, Ismail.
Can the dua be for my nana who has passed away, and my mom and me and my nanny and my whole family.
MashaAllah. وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. Make dua. The closest of them who make dua will be more accepted, and we will make dua for those who passed away and your nana and the one that you mentioned. Okay.
Sharif bhai, we need him here. The way he summed it up.
Definitely. We will inshallah. We have another phone call. Assalamu alaikum caller. Who's calling?
Who's this? Who's this?
Assalamu alaikum. Khamatira Fuka.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Dada. It's me, Jibril. We are
Jibril.
proud of you.
Oh, my nat, my grandson.
Another beautiful name. Another beautiful name. Jibril. Eh?
Jibril.
So many.
You know, his dad, my nephew, the four nephews, the Quran Hafiz. Amar Sutomoni, Sairo Sele Quran, Amaro Yak Sele Quran Hafiz Borosele. Amra family come from Islamic Kup Jo.
Dada,
Yes, Dada. Carry on. What is your
I
message?
will donate some money,
Okay. How much you gonna donate?
30 pounds.
MashaAllah.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Right. Guys, you know, thank you very much for calling. Jibril, once again, Jibril alayhi salam is the name of the greatest angel, the archangel Jibril, who is the messenger to the messengers. Okay? Who is the messenger of Allah to all the other
I
messengers of
love
Allah.
you, Dada.
I love you too. Give love to your sister as well.
Inspiration.
Yes.
Mumin bhai, it was very nice to have all your grandchildren calling in. You know,
No, only a small percentage of them.
It's definitely made my day, and what beautiful names they have as well.
You see these children calling, they are innocent.
Of course. The angels.
And they're blessed to participate.
Absolutely.
And it's great parenting, my dear brothers and sisters who's watching, to make sure our generation, young generation, particularly at that age, to engage them in charity. Because with charity, you can do a lot.
Absolutely.
And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our Prophet, number one priority was to help the poor, needy, and charity.
Look, Sharif bhai,
I just want
my
to.
family,
I just
all
want
got together.
That's a great
75
I want to say three things. One thing is, first thing is, I've got a message. Our founder member and former BBCA's London region president, Jamal Bhai, has donated £90. Takbir!
Allahu Akbar. Go to a phone call now. Assalamu alaikum. Who's calling?
Okay, I've got two more items.
Good. You're going to mention. Assalamu alaikum. Who's calling? Assalamu alaikum. Khamatira. Khuitagi matira, please. Assalamu alaikum, caller. Assalamu alaikum, caller. Khamatira. I think, okay. Studio, can you either fix the line or we're going to take the
next caller.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Okay, if you got to decrease the volume of your TV first of all, otherwise you're not going to hear us. It's going to be a backlog.
Yeah,
and call us back. Okay. Now, what I was going to say to our viewers, guys, come on, we need a few more phone calls. We've only got about 8 or 9 minutes left. We've got on the screen you can see teaching Quran, 1 month. £30, 3 months, £90, 6 months, £180, and 1 year, £365. That's only £1 a day. Now, let me tell you something about Mumin Bhai was just mentioning about Quran Hafiz in the family. What is the significance of being a Hafiz or making somebody Hafiz in the family? And this is what we're doing here. We are teaching the Quran. We are teaching, we're trying to make Hufaz. On the day of judgment, guys, on the day of judgment, when every single person will be unclothed, will be naked, will be uncircumcised, that Quran Hafiz, Allah will send garments for them. And not only that, that Quran Hafiz who has been taught by his parents, they will be also called and they will also be clothed on that day when everybody else will be bare. So think about that. Come forward and donate as much as you can. A little bit is not a little bit, it's a lot. So come forward, guys. Tawfiq, your message.
Just to add, just before you
go on,
just to add to what you said, it's about numbers. The special number in Islam is 40. Okay, if you were to teach 40 people, inshallah, you can hope 1, 2, 3, 4 might become Hafiz.
Subhanallah. Yes.
If they do, you're not the parent, but you were some way responsible. So hopefully on the day of Yawmul Akhirat, when his parents are clothed, he will vouch for you.
Definitely.
Because you were there. I am surely, I'm going to need help.
We all
I
gonna
think
need
we
help.
all
need help.
Whatever we can do,
Support,
let's do it. And let's help ourselves for our eternal life.
This is what many non-Muslims don't understand, the attributes of Allah, you know, the association with the attributes. They don't understand Allah is the most merciful, Al-Rahman. And, you know, they're going to be called, the parents are going to be called and clothed. Who knows? Whoever helped the parents funding the children to be Hafiz, Allah is the most merciful. We know in Ramadan, you know, you get what is it, 70 times? But we know there's not a limitation, to be honest. So guys, you know, we can only hope for the mercy of Allah. And may Allah forgive us for our shortcomings. And may Allah bless us for everything that we can do. And those who are calling, Tawajjul, your message.
Two message. Firstly, you know, they say, you know, you have to practice what you preach. So Alhamdulillah, I personally have taken a target to raise 365 pounds by myself. And second message is Amar Desho, Amar Aske, Amar Mamani Shashuri, Mamani Shashuri. Mama Shoshurer wife Mara Gesin. Afara TV viewers, please dua kore thane lagi dua korba. Jazakallah khairan. Thank you very much. That's my message.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, Abdur Rahman Bhai, apnare amra shubhagya amra we found you again. We got you again on the panel. With regards to, you mentioned earlier on about the charity boat race, how you involved in all that. Family, friends, apne ki lakhan involved ta in sports or maze?
But sports maze, actually, when I was young anyway, I used to be very active in badminton.
You're still young.
Don't be hard on yourself.
In secondary school. When I was in secondary school, I used to be very active in sports anyway, especially in badminton. Plus, you know, I used to do a little bit of lifting anyway and everything.
Okay.
But now at the moment anyway, I go and play tennis anyway with my kids.
Fantastic. Tennis is a great sport.
Great sport.
Tennis is a great sport. A lot of stamina you need.
Walking and bit of walking as well anyway. But apart from that anyway, of course, I would encourage our young generation to go out there anyway and do a bit of exercise. It's very, very important because it keeps you fit, it keeps your mind fit, and it keeps your whole body fit anyway. So, and it's a great encouragement for everyone. So, truly speaking anyway, this Sunday I would say for everyone to come out and enjoy a day out. It's a special day with a family and with the whole surrounding. I think it's such a wonderful idea anyway. So please everyone come out on this Sunday and have a great day out and enjoy yourself and make the most of it.
Thank you, Rahman. Abdul Rahman Bhai, thank you very much for your message. Now, do you guys know that, you know, when it comes to exercise, and it's highly, highly recommended by doctors, obviously, when you go and see them, they'll tell you, they never have the time to give you advice in what to eat and what not to eat, all right? And most of the times when you go to the doctors, they will say, oh, you know, it's just a mild this, mild that, don't worry about it so much until it's too late, until you get something big. Unfortunately, the doctors in this country, I'm not going to say too much, but they're limited. They're limited to give you advice. They're limited to give you medication. So you need to, you know, learn yourself. Now, what I was going to say is, if I ask you, Motin Bhai, you know, former sports secretary, if I ask you how many minutes of...
He's not a former sports secretary.
Sorry, my mistake.
He's a founder member.
Founder member. Right, Abdul Salam Bhai was a former sports secretary. Right, but you were sports...
I'm involved in
sports before earlier on.
He does
Now,
cycling.
if I was to ask
just
you...
to add,
if I was,
he done a London Marathon as well.
Wow, that's right. Now, this is the main man
you
to
see,
ask.
the thing is, he doesn't say what he does.
He's very
Sometimes
humble.
you have to let others say about it.
He's very humble, very humble.
He's done cycling.
He's done cycling from Manchester to London.
Right.
And in Bangladesh, they've done cycling almost all the district. Correct me if I'm wrong, Motibai. He can explain you more.
Well, I'll give you a tip from a nutritionist background. Now, if I was to say how many minutes of exercise do you need to do every day, right? What would you say, Motin Bhai?
Okay, I think that I'll answer that in just a second.
Okay.
So the most fun way. You don't need to do anything else.
Cool.
Most of us that have gardens have put trampolines in there for our children.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All you need every single day is 10 minutes on that trampoline. You need no other forms of exercise.
Right.
It works the whole body, your heart, your lungs, your head, the whole thing. But you've got to be bouncing
You
up
got
and
to
down.
make those
10
moves.
minutes.
Those moves. Okay.
10
You're
minutes,
saying
that's
10
all you
minutes.
need.
You're saying 10 minutes. What about you, Tojul bhai?
I reckon 15 minutes should be okay. I
15
haven't done
minutes,
the
too
homework.
much. Okay.
But
what
what
would
I
you do in
do,
15
what
minutes?
I do, from my workplace to my home is about 10 minutes walk.
Okay.
So I do the
You do the
two
walking.
journey.
All right.
So
I've
20
only
minutes.
got- I've only
but
got 1 minute left.
walking, but you have to walk in a pace.
Right.
So that's
I've only got 1 minute. Mumin bhai.
Sorry, bhai, my suggestion is right.
You got to make it quick.
Yeah, what I do every time after Isha, I do 10 press up, 10 sit up, Fajr, 10 press up, 10 sit up.
Wow.
That's
Brilliant.
enough.
Brilliant.
If you
More
do
than what I was
every
going to
day,
say. And Rahman
this
bhai.
is a
Abdul Rahman bhai.
Me, well, bit of walking anyway, and bit of press up as well.
Okay,
anyway. so-
fantastic. Thank you. Right, this is what I'm going to say to the viewers. Every day, all you need is 5 minutes HIIT training. High intensity interval training is called. Look it up. All you need to do is you get to get your heart pumping, right? And 2 or 3 different exercises. So maybe what Momin bhai said, a few press ups,
Yeah,
okay?
I see
Do it
them.
4 or 5 times. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. 30 seconds of press ups. And you stop for 15 to 20 seconds. Again, 30 seconds of that same exercise.
Yes.
But try to do 2 or 3 exercises.
Yeah.
All right, 30 seconds. Just count 5 minutes. You do that every day.
Yes, you don't
Go
need
and ask a
anything else.
nutritionist. Go and ask anybody at
Yes.
whoever you know, any sports advisor, and that will be enough.
Easy
for you.
and quick.
However, if you can go in 3 times a week to the gym, that's even
That's
better.
better,
Okay,
yes.
and if you can get 4,000 steps,
every
4,000 steps every day, and you got so many devices nowadays you can count. Okay,
Yeah.
4,000. We've got to call it a day now, guys. Thank
Just
you,
one
everybody.
last piece you want to tell them.
Quickly.
So your health is important, and it's not how much exercise you do. 80% is what you eat.
Absolutely.
So eating
Absolutely.
is the most
Absolutely.
important thing.
Absolutely. It's what you put in your body. I'll say quickly one thing.
Intake it
You've
out.
got about 39 trillion microbiomes in your guts, right? They're an army that works for you. You need to feed them the right stuff,
Right
and
stuff.
you'll be fine.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. Listen, assalamu alaikum to everybody.
Yeah,
For
thank
coming
you.
out.
Thank
I'm
you
getting
for
a bit
having
mixed
us.
up. I'm getting a
Assalamu
bit
alaikum. Thank you.
excited here. Now,
TV1.
on the 13th of August, let's see
Sunday.
all of you come to the charity boat
It's coming
race,
Sunday.
this coming Sunday.
Sunday.
And we're all excited. We're all going to be there, and inshallah we'll see you there.
Is
Thank
the
you
weather
for
good?
joining us. Thank you for watching
Weather
this
is good.
program. And until we see you, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.